I guess the hardest part is hearing them beg for mercy. Not that I feel sorry for them, I just hate to see pathetic fools in such a state.
I hear that they wet themselves when they die. Is that true?
Only if you strangle them. I never strangle mine, for just that reason. No, I prefer a good old blade too.
Excellent idea. Let's put the screws to this ne'er-do-well.
What are you doing standing there, woman? Can't you see I'm trying to have a private conversation?
I wanted to ask you a question.
The only question I want to hear tonight is, would you like another ale, sir?
Did you want another ale out?
I was just a figure of speech, wench. I'm good for now.
Such a tender exchange. I'm touched. Now hit the road, Tootsie. We need to talk with the top guy here.
Look, witch, I'm not interested in whatever it is you have to say. I got in trouble last time I talked too freely with someone I didn't know. I'm not going to make that mistake again. You can. Look, I don't know you, and tonight is not a night for making new friends.
Yep, this'll do. I'll buy us a round. We can nurse our drinks while we keep an eye on for Falgar. By the time the boy leaves, he'll be too drunk to notice us following him.
Wench, bring me some more wine. I noticed this similar thing with the dialogue options. If you want to play the influence, you should just pick the option that you think gains the influence, because it doesn't really force you to make the choices that the decision would imply. So when we were in the Aleira's temple and people started to gripe about stealing from the dead, we should have agreed with them and still kept stealing from the dead if we would want to play the influence game. Wench, I'm waiting. Then the halfling says to the dwarf, I'm a bit short today. Short, get it? Short, it's a joke. Ah, come on. Why isn't anyone laughing? My glass is empty again. Wench, more wine. 99 bottles of wine in the well. Take one down, pass it around. Alas, I'm late. We are not good at sneaking. It would probably just be more noticeable. Warehouse, I assume. Right. Assassination games.
Everyone attack!
Well, we are expecting to get into a lot of trouble.
Yes. Leo, no. Leo, no.
Protection from sneak attack.
No me cajor. Yes. Everyone attack!
Cormyril company sheds. I don't think we can get in unnoticed, so good morning, initiates. Welcome to my shed. Apologies for the humble setting. I wish we could gather somewhere more befitting at this momentous occasion, but we criminals must accept indignities such as this from time to time for the sake of secrecy. It is also for the sake of secrecy that I will not introduce myself by name. As you can probably tell, I am no Night Mask. Rather, I belong to an organization known as the Fire Knives. We Fire Knives are stalwart allies of the Night Mask and often serve as advisors in the art of assassination. You will learn this well after your initiation. Yes, the initiation. You might not survive it, I'm afraid. You see, the Night Mask sometimes wish their applicants to be sorted out through a very rigorous process. As if the Night Mask would have this lot. They all get sorted out through the rigorous process of my blade. No, let's not be pessimistic. The Night Masks have deemed this group questionable, but perhaps one or more will prove them wrong. I don't understand. I thought we were just here to get our masks. You will get your mask if you can win a simple game. A simple but dangerous game. You see, to gain membership in the Night Masks, you initiates must navigate your way through this warehouse and arrive at the front entrance. The dangerous part is due to the Night Mask assassin standing behind me. They won't be idle while you are selling forth. Which reminds me, Night Masks, I believe it is time to take your positions. Wait, I want the merchant's son now, before someone else gets him. Where's the sport in that, Variac? Ah yes, this is the one who has been taking credit for your kill, isn't it? Very well, do as you must. You understand that this does not count towards your tally, however. What are you doing? Wait! That's right, cover like the craven dog you are. Alright, with that business out of the way, we can get started. Night Mask, to your positions. Initiates on your guard. Oh, I almost forgot. Don't bother trying to leave the way you came in. It will only waste precious time. That way has been barred. Oh, can I move now? Can I do something?
Just die already! Come taste Tyr's wrath!
Adamantine longsword. Oh, it's worth 600, 700. We sell it. Pick a direction, any direction.
This day is your last.
Yeah. That's an incredibly annoying armor. Get a successful hit on the target, be paralyzed. Boot is good. Archer's belt. This is protection from piercing, yes. Someone who doesn't have backstab protection. Target's weapon has been destroyed. So I can't get the weapon, but I can destroy it then. So now, yeah, it's unarmed. They're fairly capable fighters, so it's 400 per kill experience points. Traps. Venoms. Fuck. Antidote, cure potions. Thieves' tools. A lot of fireball sounds coming from there, so I don't want to go there. No more weapon for you. Adamantine short sword.
Let's get this over with.
That's very exquisite. Chain shirt +2. Ooh, it's some kind of a damage causing mist. Disarm successful. Target's weapon has been destroyed. Unarmed fighting, if you don't have skills for it, it is incredibly hard. You're getting a lot of negatives. You're very easy to hit. It is a terrible situation you never want to be in.
Evil
Don't
beware.
move.
I
I
see
am
some more
charge.
enemies.
Direct me.
Yes.
Absolutely. Ready. Everyone attack! Yes. Follow me. Yes.
At least they're letting me heal in peace.
Everyone attack!
It's gonna be bad. I was only making fun. when I suggested some of you initiate might survive the game, and yet here you are making me look like an idiot along with all the night mass you have dispatched. Of course, you are not really an initiate, are you? Care to chat a bit before we cross blades? Whichever one of us prevails would likely appreciate a little information to take away from this, whereas the one who doesn't will hardly be in a position to regret any lost secrets.
Hmm. I'd rather fight than listen to you prattle on. The thing is,
Do need information though. Um,
uh, what do you want to talk about? It's just a terrible way. I should ask a question right now instead of the situation does not warrant what you want to talk about. Question. Ah, I'm assuming there's influence consequences. I'd rather fight than listen to you prattle on.
you know, my wife often accuses me of being less clever than I think I am. Now that the opinion has been seconded, I may have to reconsider the manner in which I address people. Now, I'm afraid it's time to part ways. One of us continuing to slog along in the land of the living, while the other soars in the afterlife. I must say I didn't expect you, or any other mortal, to be able to avoid the traps I lay. However, they did serve one purpose. They brought they bought me time to call in reinforcements. You did very well.
Why can't I? My option was I don't have. I'm not gonna waste time talking, and then I'm just waiting. I bet scratching my ass cheeks, just waiting for the guy to finish a incredibly long monologue. There should have been an option to just attack him. Yep, just attack.
This one won't stop us long.
You should try to use. Fire Knife Medallion. Etched into the surface of this silver medallion is the image of a stiletto with its tip pointed downward. The sigil of the elite order of the noble-born assassins known as the Fire Knives. Blamed for the murder of King Dalmas in 1227, the Fire Knights were driven out of their homeland of Cormer and sought refuge in the cities of Tilberton and Westgate along the Dragon Coast. The Fire Knights have plotted their revenge against the Cormyrean nobility ever since, and have successfully assassinated more than 2,000 members of the royal family. In Westgate, the Fire Knights are known to have aligned themselves with the Night Masks in pursuit of ever more power and influence. This medallion is worn under the clothing and revealed only to other members of the secretive organization. Besides serving to identify Fire Knives to one another, it bears enchantments that aid in the underhanded tactics commonly used by the organization to eliminate its enemies. Assassin or Rogue. Craft Trap, Set Trap. Lair, unlimited uses. Huge success.
There's nothing to do but report back. We're likely a level up for us. We shouldn't... Well, the cleric might get something useful, but otherwise, I don't think we're gonna get anything. What is it now? I'm here to
I'm here to report back on Darius Fulgar.
Good. Tell me, what did you find? Countless creases form on Captain Finish's brow as he concentrates on every word of your story. So it was the very character who committed the murder, and this Darius Falgar boy only claimed it to prop himself up. Boy, it did seem a little too small time for such a vicious crime. We've heard of the Night Mask holding practice sessions with live targets. Never her to wear though. We'll search the Cormeril Company sheds as soon as possible. If the Cormeril family had something to do with this, they will be made to pay. I guess Obed was right about you being a capable lass. Here's a little gold for your trouble. It ain't much, but it was all I could scrounge up from the coffers. Maybe Obed has a little something extra for you. Maybe. No. Better rest now. Resting doesn't really cost us anything. Might as well take the opportunity when it comes our way.
I greet you.
Praise Lathander! Captain Finish has already sent word of your deeds. Cormeril family's decadence is well known, and it doesn't surprise me to learn of their connections with the assassins of Westgate. Please accept this generous reward in recognition of your success.
Thank you, but I had hoped to learn more of the mask.
But of course, I'm positive that you are getting closer to unveiling the secrets of the mask. My next task, a lead, will bring you into direct conflict with the Nice Masks. I can feel that your salvation is close at hand. Truly I can. I am expecting the delivery of a magnificent and very expensive statue of Lathander. I had it commissioned recently. It truly is a magnificent representation of the Morning Lord, worked in the finest gold.
Go on.
The statue is being brought in by ship from Sembia, and is due to arrive shortly. However, I fear a possible raid by the Night Masks once the ship docks. A hero like you will have no trouble seeing off a group of those scoundrels should they attack.
You want me to help guard the statue?
I shall send I shall be sending 3 of my priests to collect the statue, together with a wagon to secure it. I need you to accompany them and keep an eye out for any foul play. If it occurs, crush it ruthlessly. Let me know when you're ready and I'll prepare the entourage. Prepared.
My steel shall lead the way.
Good for you. Well, greater weapon focus. Sure, why not?
Sure. I'm leading? I think I deserve an extra share of the loot for this.
Whatevs. Uh, Most of these skills aren't really all that useful. Stable device surely is. Search surely is. Open locks surely is.
Sure.
I'm thinking of starting to take craft armor with this one. It's really hard to get the necessary skills though. But the will rogue will have more natural affinity to this. Still. And I fucked up. When was the last time we saved? I need to take 1 point of spellcraft for the multi-classing rogue wizard, otherwise she can't learn spells. It's a minor thing really, but because she'll only learn first level spells anyway, but still. As long as she doesn't have it, she's not gonna learn shit. It just didn't even occur to me. It's usually not something you have to think about. Hmm. Hmm. The thief has to focus on craft armor. Well, I suppose the only reason I'm basically focusing on the craft armor is to try to get mithril heavy armor. It's not really necessary by any means. I'm not sure why. It's a good armor. I'm not sure why I'm so attached to it. It's not necessary. I think I'll abandon the plan of crafting them. But we would not craft weapons or armors. We might enchant and create wondrous items or magical items. but uh, not actual crafting. That makes a lot more sense considering where we really want to spend those skills. What next? Guess we'll have to go and do the escort mission very soon at least. Suppose we'll just race and go and do it.
I greet you.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Spellcraft requires training, so take it.
Evil beware.
Follow me.
I am in charge now.
We used the
I can do
scroll
that.
already.
Evil beware. I am in charge now.
Good to know. Why don't you fix the living? Right.
I can do that.
Simple enough.
Yes.
New spell. Aura of Glory. You channel your divine power to gain a +4 charisma bonus, or allies to you gain +5 bonus to their saving throws for each year. Not interested. Maybe remove paralysis. That's pretty much an instant death sentence. Would be good to have multiple guys have some kind of protection against it. Lionheart. Subject gains immunity to fear. This weapon. Bonus damage versus evil and undead. Might as well get going. Do we have any other tasks at the moment? Okuzo's honor, but we can do it on the
Greet
side.
you.
I'm ready. Excellent. The statue will be arriving at any time. If the Night Masks do decide to launch a raid, they'll be in for a surprise. I'll see you back here once the statue has been secured.
Fools! The statue is ours.
Ooh, undead.
Actually, I think you'll find it's ours.
Were rats. And a mage. Damn Ibn Claws. We'll slaughter you both. Palladium, we must protect the statue. Ooh.
I can do that.
Ready.
Using alchemical silver because of the wear animals here. Now,
I'll try to
Pyrenees.
handle this one quickly.
Pyrenees is a big problem. You don't have to do anything but spam your shit right in the middle of them. I wish I could do something besides targeting. Yeah, that's the sweet spot.
Blood-sucking wraith.
You are hardly
Come on, mage. Yeah, we did just fine.
Everyone attack!
But we do start to have those potions of restoration. Means we don't have to have so many spells ready on the restoration front. What's happening? Galidia, what's wrong? We're back in our dreams. Vampires.
What have you done to me? What was that sound?
Your mask has gained a new power. Are you alright? The battle had scarcely ended when you dropped to the ground in agony. I was afraid you'd been felled by poison. Priest of Lathander strolls over, a triumphant look on his face. What a battle! We showed those vermin the true measure of the Morning Lord's wrath, did we not? Orbit requests your presence at the temple immediately. Why did you all hurry off while Galadia was still convulsing on the ground? He considered it wise to secure the statue at the temple as soon as the fight ended. Then the Night Mass and the Ebon Claws aren't the only foul thieves operating in this district. Temptation makes people weak, and the statue is glorious indeed.
So you decided that whatever was happening to Galatia, it wasn't worth placing the statue at further risk by finding out, and you're supposed to be the good guys, huh?
I must go now. Remember to report to Obed at the Morningstar Haven.
You have received another vision, the strongest yet. In it, you saw a woman being surrounded by dark shadowy figures. Her distress was terrible to behold, but most disturbing was the fact that you couldn't see anything because of the blue filter constantly on the screen. Her tormentors seemed to turn their attention toward you before the vision ended. It would appear that whatever the nature of the spirit tied to the cursed mask, it is imparting memories to you through your link with the item.
I will visit the merchant. See if there's any new developments there.
Hello.
I spoke with Captain Finnish about the spiders and he's agreed to look into it. Thank you, Galatia. While I do not expect this to solve the problem between Dahlia or Erdo and myself, I recognize it as the wisest course of action.
Well, I certainly don't, but glad that you agree. Diamantine short sword. Well, be useful for her. Rats, dog bones, bleach dust. Staff of Command 5000. Immunity to mind affecting spells. There might be a better shopkeeper somewhere. I don't know where that would be though. 18,000. Anything worthwhile would cost in the tens of thousands though, but we are making progress. Golden bamboo staff, 60,000. On hit stun, typically class 22, 75% for 3 rounds. This is actually quite good. But that's not that easy to resist anymore. Usually it's something like 14, that's quite a bit higher. You could expect some success with an item like that. Anyone else has items we want to sell?
Yes?
Direct me.
Well, not really.
Yes.
Wait. Good idea to have silver weaponry.
Hello.
Wait. Sewer entrance. I will report back. I'm sure that the rats came from there. Foreigners. Tower. You are you Galedia Melbefer?
Yes, I am. What is it?
You are summoned, my lady. You must report to the tower at the center of the market triangle with all haste. There is someone who wishes to speak with you there.
Who is this person?
All I can say is that they are important, my lady. Important and very powerful. It would not be wise to keep them waiting.
Very well, I will go.
That is wise of you, my lady. Please do hurry. We might as well see what this guy wants. Isn't it beautiful? Of all the triumphs this church has enjoyed since I took the helm, this statue is perhaps the finest. And once again, the Night Mask have received a devastating setback. One of my priests informed me that the Ebon Claws made a bid for the statue as well. Hardly a surprise, eh? Westgate truly is becoming a cesspit of villainy. Still, as long as Obi Teltas is around, evil shall never rest easy. Any news on the mask?
I had another vision.
I'm saddened to hear that. I must admit that I have no more leads for you at the moment. Luckily the Night Mask have been cowed by our recent successes and are quietly licking their wounds. I expect they are even now whispering the name of Obiteldas in hushed tones.
Or plotting to put a dagger in your back.
Obid's face pales visibly, and he instantly loses his mock expression. I think I hadn't thought they wouldn't dare to attack me here, would they? Would you mind staying here for a bit?
I'm afraid not. I had a message to meet someone at the tower.
If that's the case, I'd urge caution. You won't find anyone, you won't find everyone in Westgate as earnest and trustworthy as Ovid tells us. I even went to the trouble of putting together a reward for you. Let it be known that the Church of Lathander is generous to those who serve it well. Walk in the light, Galadia. Be sure to return at some point. You are always free to bask in the glory of Abbot Telhast and Lathander. Well, 5,000 gold pieces, 200 experience points. 24,000 gold. It's not bad. That at all. Hmm.